Hi Gemini, I'm here with your full moon in Scorpio reading. Full moon in Scorpio. It's a pink moon. I did a little bit of reading, and the reading indicated that the spotlight of this full moon would be on secrets and vulnerabilities, and that there may be some sudden, how did they say that? Sudden realizations and fresh perspectives. Whenever I hear fresh perspective, I feel like there is some kind of change and something new is coming along. So we'll see what happens. See what Spirit's going to send to you. This is for the full moon in Scorpio for Gemini. Okay. Before I get too involved in these, and I don't bother with, the order they come out. They tell a story no matter what direction they come out in. If you hear some trampling here, like a stampede, it's just a small cat. This is it's one of the many times of day that she likes to run around and chase her little pretend mice. Calvin and Hobbes is starting to make sense to me now. It never did before. Cats I had before were kind of mellow. This one, not so much. Spirit, can we get an overall, a card that tells us about the overall energy for this reading, please? For Gemini. Can we get an overall energy, please, for Gemini? Oh, there's something. Cornucopia. Oh, lovely. Oh, okay. That so far everything's. I looked at that. That was good. I need a sip. Okay. And this is about fresh perspective, right? That's what the astrology people were saying. And that kind of, this kind of confirms it, right? The star inspired new beginnings, and the Hermit. Hermit is about solitude, but it's usually about introspection. And in order for you to gain clarity about something, sometimes you need to go inside for the answers, and that's what this seems to me to be. But you've got a couple of twos here, 2 of Pentacles, balancing things. This looks like it's pretty harmonious. You also got a couple of 9s, but the 2 of Pentacles looks like, all those balls in the air, and they're looking pretty steady and like they're having a good time too. So whatever you're working at quite a bit, a lot, and you're juggling that with your non-work life, whether it's home or social or whatever it is, but you seem to be enjoying it all, and there's some sort of a balance for whatever that is for you. It seems to be working out okay. You got a handle on it. You're enjoying the rhythm of everything at the moment. 2 of Wands. 2 of Wands is looking into your future. You're kind of making plans, maybe preparing. Maybe that's where the Hermit comes in. Maybe there needs to be some sort of thought, coming up with a plan. 6 of Cups. I'm just kind of showing you what these cards are, and then I'm going to look in underneath these and see what else is happening. 6 of Cups, there's like a childlike innocence about this. Like this little person is having a tea party with her forest creature friends. Some 6 of Cups talks about nostalgia. I think that and there might be nostalgia, but there's something about an open-heartedness about this particular deck, the way that they show this card. And this guy has some doubt. He's looking a little nervous. He looks like, ooh, stormy weather coming. Those birds are scary. If he was just going to stick to whatever he was doing and focus on that, he'd be fine. But his attention is drawn to the potential of trouble. And you can see he's kind of turning around, like it's kind of behind him. If he was to shift his direction, shift his perspective, and look straight ahead, that might not influence him at all. Might not be in his way at all. So here we have the Nine of Pentacles, which is such an abundant card. The person playing the piano or the organ or whatever this beautiful thing is, you can see it's all integral. Everything is woven together. The tree is part of the piano. The person is sitting on what seems to be a shell, which is also part of themselves, which also seems part of the earth. Everything seems to be integral to the things next to it. So this is really harmonious and abundant. Beautifully harmonious. It's a rich, rich, rich card. This is, I mean, green and lush and fruitful. And, oh, sorry, I didn't even, and we have cornucopia. So these to me are very similar types of energies. This is the whole ball of wax, the whole everything. Cornucopia, full life. You have a feast of things, love, you're spiritually in line. Everything seems to be aligned for your highest and best good, and you're loving it. And you're aware of it. That's what these are. But I think you're not quite there yet. I think that's what these cards are asking you to do. Yeah, Knight of Cups. This one, woo, way on your way. Knight of Cups. He's like he's the guy that wants to come in and rescue. He's the romance guy. So a full heart and swift movement. And then you have the Queen of Cups. That's lovely. She's super nurturing, smart, creative, loving. Also really intuitive. And then Six of Wands. This is a card of triumph. I'm just going to stop here. We don't need to go through the whole thing. So all these cards potentially really, really positive, good outcome. Yeah, so this is making plans. To me, it looks like this is the only thing. You just have to kind of focus on the stuff that is working and quit looking for trouble. Gemini, you've got the two sides. Yeah, stop. I shouldn't say stop. Acknowledge that you do that and then let it go. It's sort of like when you meditate and you can't get a clear head because it's just not how brains were designed. You just acknowledge the thought and then don't beat yourself up for having it. Just so take the judgment away and then just try to shift your focus to the direction you want to go in, because I think it's that whole law of attraction thing. The energy goes where the attention goes, so energy follows where the attention goes. So give your attention to the things that you want, but not from a point of lack. From a point of, yes, this is good, but I'd like more. You know, that sort of place. You want the full cornucopia. Let's say you have a full plate right now and it's all really good, but you want the whole cornucopia. You want the whole feast. What you have in front of you looks really, really good, but you want the whole feast. And this is the whole feast, the Nine of Pentacles. The Hermit, I think, is the way to get there, to deal with this energy. I think the Hermit, finding a little quiet time to be introspective, to come up with a plan, just get a little clarity, plan the future that you want. I think enter into it with an open heart, right? With this childlike innocence. Because this is about new beginnings. And this is that you're juggling everything, but really, really good at it and having fun with it. That's like really satisfying work. And I mean, if you're working all the, and look at it at the split. Oh, Five of Pentacles is the need for a change, feeling left out in the cold, brokenhearted. And then Wheel of Fortune is I want to say again, potentially a new beginning. Sorry, let me look that one up, because this particular deck has a better way of saying it. A turning point, that's it. That's the word that's the one. So a turning point. So I think that this is your turning point. This is the thing. So all you need to do is turn away from the birds, turn toward your future by looking inside. That's what I'm thinking. So here you have the split. So Spirit, we're looking for some clarification, please, for Gemini in this full moon in Scorpio reading. Pink moon. Full pink moon in Scorpio. Full pink moon in Scorpio for Gemini, please, Spirit. Thank you, Spirit. Let me get some clarification, please, for... Okay, that's really a lot. Let's see. Really a lot. But the Heart of Pentacles, Movement of Wands, Three of Swords. All right, it's not so many, we can't deal with it. So here's the deal. We've got Heart of Pentacles, which is the Queen of Pentacles. She is similar, but more abundant than the Nine of Pentacles. Okay, so this is going to be, it looks like it's a, now you've got some sword action too. Three of Swords, that's broken heart, disappointment, etc. I'm going to put that over here with the 9. So something happened that you're maybe healing from. Or maybe need to heal from. I'm not sure where in the process you are. So the heart of, I'm just going to show you these one at a time, and I'm again using the guidebook because these are different than other decks. There's a lot of writing here. I'm just, this particular, the personality traits for this card is she likes to create a win-win situation. So she's diplomatic, pragmatic approach to problem solving, clear communication skills, intellectually intelligent, and eager to share knowledge. So pureness of integrity and thought. That part is more consistent with other decks too, with the Heart of Swords, which is the Queen of Swords or the Queen of Air. They're about clarity and intention. So I think that I'm going to put that with the Hermit, because I feel like being quiet is what's going to give you the clarity that you need. And then the Spirit of Wands. Spirit is the King. And King of Wands. That's, Wands is, what do they call it? And can be fire. Most decks it is Wands. This is an enthusiastic leader. They're moving. Wands is about action, passion, creativity. So this guy is a charming and compassionate protector, visionary of dreams, and he brings them into reality. So he's a manifester, right? He knows how to make things happen. So he's creative. He has the idea. He has follow through. He knows how to make a plan and work it until all the way through fruition. So inspired by success, and he's a natural delegator, determined and focused on achieving goals. So most of the kings, which are spirit, that's what this is. So I'm going to put that over at the Two of Wands, because the Two of Wands is about planning your future. Okay, and I have a feeling that that is really, yeah, I have a feeling that's really where that's going. And then you have here the movement of wands, which is the same as the knight. In some decks, this is kind of a guardian or a sentinel. Other decks, it's a swift movement. Swift movement. This knight can be a little impetuous. They're curious, they're confident, they're explorative, enthusiastic. So this is really good to go. I mean, this is just moving. And I'm going to put that over here with the Two of Pentacles, because this is kind of the joy of, I mean, if you're moving towards your goal, right, and you're working hard, but you're seeing results, and because you're doing the thing you want to do, that's this energy. Keeping it moving. And then the Heart of Pentacles. Heart is the Queen. Pentacles, of course, is the manifestation. Yeah, and she's super nurturing, which is sort of like this lady playing to the forest, so that everything is green and lush and beautiful, because she's playing love, and love is, even though it's a money card, it's a manifestation card. So that's what looks like that's happening here. So you just have to, whatever this disappointment is or fear that you have, I feel like you have this inspired idea. You really do have an inspired idea, but you're maybe afraid to step into it. That's maybe holding you back a little bit. But all this other energy, you've got the Heart of Pentacles, the Heart of two Queens, right? So yeah, you just need some clarity, and you've got a lot of movement here with those wands. You just have to have an open heart. So whatever you're going into, I think go into it with it's okay that it's new and unfamiliar. I think there's a freshness about that. That's what this card is saying to me. There's a freshness about it that you haven't experienced it before, which is maybe why you're a little bit woe is me. But the excitement of juggling this stuff. Look at how joyful this card is. Everything's working, right? There's one foot on the ground. Everything else is absolutely in motion. Juggling pentacles, I don't know. It looks like they're blowing something in the air too. And even doing a little dance with their one foot. And they're even on their toes. But there's this, in this toe, to the ground is somewhat, even though they're elevated, somehow it's grounded. And it looks stable because the balance is there. Every counterpoint is balanced. So it feels like really beautiful, energetic, joyful, working hard, but loving work. That's kind of what it feels like. And he's got like a little monkey or something here. So maybe you have an assistant or some help. Or a pet that brings you joy. But there's a lot of joy here and a lot of movement. So it looks like to me these cards, there's a lot going on. Once you move forward, once you start, get past the fear, spend some time, get your plan together, and once you start stepping into it, I think this is going to just bust wide open for you. Because this movement of wands is it's not quite as fast as the Chariot, but it's fast. I didn't even look at the bottom of the deck, and sure, at the bottom of the deck we have the universe. And did I say something about busy? Busy bees, busy. Yeah, that's amazing. It always amazes me how the cards work. The universe. This is about integrating everything, which also to me speaks up like here, right? And here. So this is being introspective, which to me is a step in integrating the parts of your life into one. You can't do it without going inward. So this is a card about movement, yes, but notice, like, let's say one is about family life, one is about work life, and something else is about social, and they're all in the air, and so they're working at the same time. So this to me is also about integration in a little bit more of an abstract way. This card is integration. You have everything you need to be successful. It says your energy is in sync. Every small manifestation leads to, or lends a hand to a bigger manifestation. Yeah, it's just being grateful for the lessons, and every step leads you to the next step. 10 of Swords under that, which means you've really hit your limit. Hit your limit with something, and that goes with here. So just get out of that. Easier said than done, I know. I totally understand that. So the Heart of Pentacles. I'm just going to set that over here. I'm going to see if there is anything from the shamanic healing today for you. Anything for Gemini from the shamanic healing deck, please. Little blessing or an advice. Anything for Gemini, please, for their full moon in Scorpio. Thank you, Spirit. Looking for one card. Perfect. Slow and steady. I think that's the first part, because once it starts moving, it's going to bust wide open. So slow and steady. So when you make your decision, get your clarity. Spend some solitude time. Whoops, I did that one. Spend some time in solitude. Meditate, write, gratitudes, journal, whatever you need to do to get that grounding. Feeling present, feeling 100% present, and then letting your mind separate and let it go crazy to find the thing that you need to do. Then it's going to integrate, come together for you. So slow and steady to get your clarity. Slow and steady to cornucopia. But really, once you start, the action here will take over. Can we have a final blessing, please, Spirit? Oh yeah, that's so sweet. I am just going to find this is the Colette Baron Reed Oracle of the Seven Energies. It's a really sweet little card. The intentions based on your desires and aspirations, the act of consciously committing to a vision, sacrificing something of value, gambling on yourself, trusting that dreams can become reality, the importance of daydreams. So this is just remembering that you can have this cornucopia and the Nine of Pentacles. Moving through or past these swords, it's okay to have doubts. Totally okay to have doubts. Totally okay to be disappointed. Just don't let that energy block you from moving forward. And the more you move forward and the more results you see from, you're still going to have doubts because that's just somehow some of us are built. And you being Gemini, yeah. Geminis, I know, always carry the doubt with them. And you get to a certain point where you're seeing that your efforts are starting to yield results. They're manifesting results. You have evidence that your hard work is appreciated and paying off. Maybe you got a little more money. Maybe you can pay down some debt. Maybe you can buy a house or go on vacation, or I don't know, wherever you are in your life, but but there's something more, right, that has to do with physical abundance, manifestations, material. The material world is going to start to represent your efforts that you make in the world. So that's going to be how it shows up. And you may always have a little bit of this, but when you do have this feeling, just look at the things around you and compare it to maybe a year ago or maybe 2 months ago or whatever. For example, someone I knew had wanted a computer. This is ages ago, and I can never have a computer because they're $1,000 and I work part-time and I don't make that much and blah, 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 blah. So they ended up putting I don't know, it was just a little bit, $10. Every time they didn't spend something, they put it in a big jar. And within a year, which might sound like a long time, but for someone who thought never anything was possible, a year later they went out and paid cash for a computer. And since then, because that was possible, everything else started falling into place. They started using the computer to pick up some writing jobs and things like that. So the computer ended up paying for itself. And then that snowballed into other work, which of course paid more, and then a car was, things like that. So when you wish upon a star but bet on yourself and take the steps, make the motions, take action toward the things you want, things will start to show up, and then you're going to end up in this beautiful energy. But keep an open heart, because I think that this is disappointment and doubt. And if you go in saying, but what if? What if it works? And so what if I get hurt? I can survive that. Someone hurts my feelings? Okay, I've been through that before. So go with an open heart and a sense of wonder. That's where I was at. A sense of wonder, and that will lead you to the cornucopia. Phew. Gemini, that was fun. I hope that it all goes well for you. So if you like it, please like, subscribe, and share. And don't forget to watch your other signs. This is for Sun, Moon, and Rising. And if you're a cross watcher, watch your partners too. Sometimes it helps. Everyone has the same moon, but we all get the energy affects us all slightly differently. So have a good one. I hope this works out really well for you. The pink moon should be bringing in this energy that I want to say you just spend a little time by yourself. I feel like this is going to happen quick. That this part's going to happen. And then this is all ongoing, this going to the cornucopia. But you're going to start seeing, if you follow through, I think you're going to start feeling differently very soon. Anyway, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Bye.